Mixed frigid snow, massive air, and we got a bleeder of a bloody nose, and you get the Winter Dew Tour.
Young Guns, big controversy, and surfing's most celebrated athlete earns a milestone achievement, and he had to do it twice.
It's all your action sports news all in one place. Let's go inside Alli Sports.
I'm not really scared like I'm gonna get hurt of any stop on tour.
Shaun White went the biggest I've ever seen anyone go in the halfpipe on a backside air on his first hit.
Did someone say contest?
Gabriel Medina won 2 events.
I hear you.
17 years old.
Right.
Why?
Welcome everyone to Inside Allisports. I'm Pat Parnell.
Yes, you are. I'm Angela Sun. Each week we're bringing you inside the hottest stories, stats, and surprises from the world of action sports.
The Dew Tour has grown in both size and spectacle since its inception. The 2012 tour kicked off at the Nike Open in Breckenridge, Colorado. And the athletes came face to face with the most massive pipe in tour history. The perfect pipe wasn't so friendly, however, to the Friends crew, who had a lot of trouble finding their rhythm. In his first full season since his back injury, Danny Davis barely got his run started before going down on the first wall. U.S. Snowboarding Grand Prix winner Luke Matroni begins his run, then takes a hit in almost the exact same spot as Davis. Olympic bronze medalist Scotty Lego came out swinging and looked like he was going to be the one to beat with a clean, powerful run. But he too went down, effectively ending the day for the Friends crew. More than ready to fill the void was Russian-born Swiss national Yuri Polachikov, better known thankfully as iPod. He gets off to a rocking start on his first run, clean out of the gate up top, then answers that with a double cork 1260 backside, and not one, but 2 double cork 1080s at the bottom. However, he goes down face first into the ice, leaving himself bloodied and his mind more than a little dizzy. But he doesn't stay down for long. He kills it big in his second run, keeping him in the fight. Opens with a frontside 1080 midsection, and then seals the deal with an alley-oop 540. Defending Dew Cup champion Louis Vito was mentally and physically prepared for the event after spending the summer working with Apollo Ono's trainer. He was back to his signature style, solid and technical. Tiny Dancer upping his game on the height factor, doing well, finishing off the run with a double cork 1080, cab double 10, and frontside 1080. Oh, and then the front 9 for good measure. Vito finished the day with 2 clean runs, good enough to surge ahead of iPod. But nobody is safe when Shaun White is in the building, and especially on his board. There's a reason Shaun is one of the most well-known athletes of any type in the world, and you're about to see why. Right there, as he nails a backside air so high it defies any kind of rational description. And he's just starting the run up top. He completes and follows through, backside 540 stalefish, double cork 1260. After that performance, there wasn't a fan at Breckenridge who doubted that Shaun White would bring home another Dew Tour gold.
Shaun killed it at Breck.
Yeah.
Pat, you're the expert. How much air did he actually get?
27 feet.
Jeez. Has anyone ever gone higher than that?
I don't think so, but the guy that can answer that question, it's the guy who was there, right there when it happened, Todd Richards, for more.
So Breckenridge at the Dew Tour, what went down? This year, perfectly groomed, 22-foot high, 600-foot long superpipe. The biggest, longest to date. Top 3 guys. Yuri Polachikov. My money is on him to take out Shaun White. However, at this event, it just wasn't to beat. Yuri went down super hard on an alley-oop backside rodeo, then smacked his face. In second place, Mr. Louis Vito. He's got all the hard tricks on lock. He needs to be doing them 15 feet above the lip. In the number 1 spot, well, no surprise there, Shaun White comes in and absolutely slays the halfpipe. He went the biggest I've ever seen anyone go in the halfpipe on a backside air on his first hit. Now, we're talking biggest ever. His biggest strength is going absolutely massive. I mean, he's got an arsenal of double corks back-to-back but now other people are doing his moves. The way that Shaun White can separate himself from the rest of the pack is by going 6 to 7 feet higher than everybody else.
While the ladies at the Dew Tour were fortunate enough not to kiss the snow like iPod, there was still plenty of drama to keep them busy. First up, Xu Tongkai from China was the youngest competitor in halfpipe at the 2010 Winter Olympics. Now 18, she confidently displayed strong control in the air with her double frontside sevens. At 30 years old, veteran Gretchen Bleiler is always ready to take on new competition and old rivals. She relied on her strength and consistency, using her signature crippler to move up past Xu Tong. Fans thought the unstoppable Kelly Clark was going to have no worries in this event, but Kelly hit a major snag right out of the gate on her first run. But you don't become world champion by getting shaken up easily, and Clark came back strong on her second run and once again took home the win.
From 5th to 1st, what happened in that first run and how did you rebound from it?
You know, I just left a little bit early heading into that cab 7, and when you leave early in the pipe, you miss the vert. So I hit the deck, tried to squeak it around and pull off the rest of my run, but it definitely wasn't going to do it. So put the pressure on myself and was able to step up to the second run and come back for the win.
Olympic gold medalist Kelly Clark is on a win streak that is leaving her alone at the top. Let's talk to analyst Todd Richards to find out more on Kelly and the rest of the women's field.
And on the women's side of things, the big story for me has to be this new crop of riders coming out of China. Xu Tongkai came in and basically just threw down. Are the Chinese just basically training gymnasts as snowboarders? I don't know. In second place, America's sweetheart, Miss Gretchen Bleiler, coming out of Aspen, Colorado. Now, you talk about someone having the complete package of marketability in snowboarding. It's definitely Gretchen, and she rips. But someone who has absolutely been on a tear has got to be Kelly Clark. A lot of people are doing the same tricks as Kelly Clark, except Kelly Clark is doing them 4 to 5 feet bigger than the rest of the field. Did everything stylishly, boom, puts it down, and another victory for Kelly Clark.
The winter action continues with the next Dew Tour stop in Killington, Vermont at the Pantech Invitational beginning January 19th.
It's another all-star lineup of ski and snowboard athletes, and each of them are expected to pull out their most creative and sometimes dangerous tricks to battle it out for mountain supremacy. Here's a preview of what to expect. For the women's ski pipe with Jen Hudak out with a blown knee, it leaves the possible win open for Miriam Yeager and Carrie Herman. Men's pipe offers a dramatic face-off with Simon Dumont's continuing comeback against rival Kevin Rowland. And in men's ski slope, Bobby Brown could also be due for a comeback win.
The men's snowboard pipe is an open field. With Shaun White out of the mix, look for Luke Matrani to unleash his double Michael Chucks and go for the win.
For a quick preview of the Winter Dew Tour Pantech Invitational, we once again check in with Todd Richards.
What are we going to see in Killington, Vermont, the next stop of the Dew Tour? Well, big news there is Shaun White will not be competing, so that opens the door for a guy like Louis Vito, for a guy like Yuri Podlachikov to come in and possibly get the victory. My vote there, if you were going to ask me, top 3 in men's pipe, I'm going to say Louis Vito is going to win it. iPod's either going to get top 3 or he's going to eat it and not even podium. Look out for a guy like Scotty Lego. And I'll just throw a wild card in there, maybe Mason Aguirre, top 3. My odds-on favorite, definitely, I'm going to say, is going to be Torstein Horgmo. Torstein does not like to lose, so after being defeated in Breckenridge, I think he's going to come on to the Killington stop just absolutely swinging and wanting to take down anyone that took him out in Breckenridge.
We are only getting started here on Inside Allisports. Coming up, we're going to check out all the action from what is arguably the most significant year in pro surfing history.
Also, the latest news in skate, and we hear from this year's most anticipated Surfing World Tour rookie, Kalohe Andino. Stick around.